So, welcome to the river. We're hanging out here, tubing. This has to be the most unusual 90 Days of Forgiveness episode so far. But who am I to judge what's helpful for healing? So, I've been gifted this Thanksgiving retreat here in a hotel that has a water park. And to be honest, it's quite hilarious to be here and enjoying all these facilities. Look, there's even little pods where you can hang out and they swing, so you can be like a little mystic, hang out there. And Chris is with me. And then there are water hazards to avoid, like for all healing. So I have to cling to the edge. But you don't want to worry too much about where the edge is or clinging to it or what's, let's just do a toe view camera until we get out of the water. So I think when you're floating down the river of life, and like everyone, I've had times when things have been super challenging. But really what I'm emphasizing now is that it is never coming from the form. It is literally always my thoughts about it. Because I've been in the most charming and delightful situations, according to the world, those hallmark moments. And they have been tragic. So it's just not true that anything of where you are in time and space is affecting how you feel. It really isn't. It really isn't the cause of any kind. And it just takes a lot of courage to go solely for healing in mind and the awareness that that's the truth. I found that it's undoing the good that's the most important. That it's really that willingness to question when you're happy that it's coming from any particular source. I've just really found that the most essential. And so I really find that if you take courage and you are willing to let go of the perceived pleasures as coming from form and see that all pleasure comes from doing God's will, then you really are tuning into the happy channel. You really are tuning into that happy channel. And I have been just as ecstatic, just another waterwork to avoid here. I've been just as ecstatic sitting at a wet bus station in Cornwall in England, not knowing where my next meal was coming from, and then having a woman run up to me and give me 20 English pounds, who's never seen me before in her life, never mind ever met me or know anything about me, to sitting here in what looks like a 5-star resort, completely unexpectedly, at Thanksgiving, and yet been through a lot of deep healing here. So this idea just is very important. All things work together for good, for those who serve the Lord. And the only reason there's that caveat of for those who serve the Lord is because they're the only ones who will have it in their awareness. All things work together for good for everyone. But it's the purpose that you give your life that matters. So, choose a pathway of healing, choose a pathway of forgiveness, which is the pathway I'm on, and based on A Course in Miracles, because this is a world of duality, this is a world of conflict, and this is a world of perception. And it's completely coming from your state of mind, what your experience is. Not the form. Don't put any effort into managing, maintaining, attaining the form. It won't make you happy. It's not what you think. It's curls of smoke in an illusion. And all you really want to do is sit back and allow yourself to be carried into this experience through your everyday devotion to forgiveness and awakening. And it takes a 24/7 constant commitment. And all I can tell you is that it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So we're going for one last refreshing round of the water features. And the invitation is just to let yourself be cleansed. And helped out by mighty companions. Because, woo! You don't awaken alone. Awakening is a collaborative adventure, and there are many angels just looking to connect with you every day. So just don't restrict the idea of how it happens and where they come from. They're already seeking you as you are seeking them. So let yourself be found and allow the plan that the Spirit has for you for awakening, which is highly individualized, to be given.